So, hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Major Hawkins, and today on Fort Despair in the Kranvagn, as I talked about in my last video with the Rhino, where I want to try to compare it to the Kranvagn and the playstyle of this tank. So, being an auto reloader again, you can empty your clip and then reload one shell at a time. This works a bit differently than the Rhino. In my opinion, it should be played different also. The Rhino actually has 2600 DPM shooting the last shell in your clip, whereas it only has 2100 or 2150-ish shooting the first shell. In the Kranvagn, you will actually suffer as you empty your clip because you'll go from 2650 shooting one shell at the time and all the way down to 1900 if you shoot the last shell. Because 9.3 seconds on the first shell, actually quite high DPM, and then you have 2 extra shells whenever you need it, and then going down to 12 seconds for the second one and 13 seconds for the last shell. And this position here, it's really tempting to empty a clip because you have all these great shots and you can just shoot whatever you want. But going down with around 700 DPM has a lot of damage that you miss out on if you just start emptying your clip. And I actually make a boo-boo here because I think I shoot the next shell about a second early, or half a second or something like that. So that was kind of annoying. I think the Kranvagn with 9 degrees of gun depression, this is a great position for it to work anyway, but it has a great turret, 9 degrees of gun depression, it's a great holding tank, and whatever you do, try not to panic if somebody's pushing you, because again, your DPM will really suffer if you shoot more than one shell at a time. I did it here, and then I'm repositioning because my two heavies on my right side here are quite healthy, and they will most certainly clear these two tanks, and I'll just reposition and then reload some shells when I'm going around here. Having an interclip of 2.7 seconds makes it really tempting to just empty your clip. But when you do that, as I said, your DPM will really suffer. So try not to do it unless you need it. And I actually thought I would clear this tank here, shooting HE on him, and I think it low rolled quite a bit on both of them. Another thing about the Kranvagn compared to the Rhino is the movement speed. You have the super speed boost, and then you go average. I think the top speed is around 32 or something like that on flat ground in the Kranvagn. But if it were to go faster than that, together with the super speed boost, I think it would be too strong. So it's still fairly nimble, but not as fast as the Rhino. The reverse speed is quite good on the Kranvagn, which also makes it good to just withdraw out of a situation where you get yourself into trouble. And again, try not to panic, try to shoot one shell at a time and then just keep it going. A fun fact here is that if the Rhino and the Kranvagn were to meet each other, and the Rhino would just shoot his 2 shells and then keep on reloading on the second shell, it will actually have cleared the Kranvagn after 42 seconds if it just hits with its alpha damage of 420. Whereas the Kranvagn, if it shoots the first shell and keeps doing that and only shoots its alpha damage, it will need around 30 hit points to clear off the Rhino, if the Rhino is going with the improved assembly. Then it will need 7 shots. Otherwise, it will only need 6. And shooting 6 shells in the Kranvagn, you can actually do that in 33 seconds. So shooting 1 shell at a time 4 times, and then empty your clip, and that will clear the Rhino 9 seconds faster than the Rhino can ever clear the Kranvagn. The problem is that if the Rhino survives that last shell, or you bounce it, you are out of the game because you'll have a 13-second reload and the Rhino will clear you. So that's pretty much it for the Kranvagn versus the Rhino. I still prefer the Rhino with its lack of gun depression, only 7 degrees compared to the 9 degrees in the Kranvagn, a much stronger turret. I just like the mobility of the Rhino. Yeah, please let me know what you think of these two tanks. Which one is your favorite? If one of them is your favorite, I don't know. But which one would you prefer in tier 10 of these two tanks? Please let me know in the comments. And Old Man Grumpy, I know that you will prefer the Kranvagn over the Rhino any day. That's pretty much it. And a little teaser for the next video. I think that'll be with the VC55, because it just received a changed in the last update a month ago, where the gun is now a 2-shot gun with 460 alpha. So it plays differently than with an auto reloader. Quite strong, and I think it actually is a buff compared to how it played beforehand. I only have, I think it was 36 battles in it, so I need some more battles in it to know what I think about it. For now, it seems okay, but yeah, that'll come in the next video. That's it for me, guys. Take care, happy tanking, and I hope to see you in game. Bye bye.